welcome to year 4 of Camp Kaiju. Now, the next number of episodes, it may sound a little different because they were recorded in previous seasons as exclusive Patreon content. So why release them now to the masses instead of recording just new episodes? Well, if you didn't know already, my wife and I welcomed a baby girl into our lives, and as such, Camp Kaiju must go into hibernation while I focus my efforts on bringing up that fearsome little monster kid. And until the podcast returns with new episodes, you can still get caught up on all the great monster movie talk at our website, campkaijumoviereviews.com, Letterboxd, Instagram, and Facebook. Matt and I are still going to engage with you all there. You can find links in the bio. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for your ratings and reviews. Thank you, patrons, for your above and beyond support for this show. Talking monster movies with you all has been an absolute joy. Producing this podcast has been an absolute thrill, and I hope to get back to it soon. Until then, be well, stay in touch, and stay campy. And welcome to Camp Kaiju Monster Movie Reviews. We're your hosts, Vincent Hannam.
And I am Matt Levine.
We're talking about all our favorite monster movies, the good, the bad, and the downright campy, and asking if they stand the test of time. Traditional kaiju, creature features, space invaders, the supernatural, and everything in between. All strange beasts welcome here. And now Camp Kaiju is still presenting our special series, Frozen with Fear, brought to you by Max Hannam and Cory Stewart of the U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Polar Star at McMurdo Station, Antarctica. For those of you who listened before, you know Matt and I had just barely re-established radio contact after the previous attack when... you know what? It doesn't matter. Max and Cory don't know that we've suffered. Why should they when they're having so much fun? We hope you do the same.
Welcome to Camp Kaiju.
We're talking about another cinematic masterpiece.
We are talking about, to wrap up our... Actually, we're not wrapping it up.
We're not wrapping it up. This is the
Part 3
of a 4-part series.
Yes, a Frozen with Fear series. We are gonna...
The 4 Frozen with Fear episodes.
Yes.
Gotta keep it on theme. This is the one you all wanted and expected from us.
It's John Carpenter's 1982 classic,
Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, we're watching vampires.
Yeah, with Ghosts of Mars.
No, we're gonna talk about The Thing.
We're gonna watch The Thing because it's his best movie.
I would honestly say it's his magnus opus.
Oh yeah, I think he would agree with that also.
Yes.
It's his best film. It's not my favorite John Carpenter film, but it is his best
What's
film.
your favorite John Carpenter?
It's Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh. I mean...
I know I'm not wrong. It's my favorite.
I agree.
It's not his best, but it's my favorite. But this isn't a podcast about Big Trouble in Little China.
It could be.
If it was, we'd be here for 5 hours.
I mean, we could easily make... I love that movie.
So much.
At one time, it was... Oh, I'm gonna come home from the bar a little tipsy and just put that on.
Oh, so many times where I'm just like, I had a bad day. I'm gonna have a couple beers and watch Kurt Russell be a little wacky.
Yep.
But here we're gonna watch Kurt Russell be real serious.
And maybe an alien.
He's not an alien.
I think he is.
I disagree entirely.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about The Thing. We've kind of been talking about it
for the past 2 episodes, in a way, in reference...
even more so in the last one with the 2011's The Thing.
Yeah, because that was at the Swedish base.
They're Norwegians, Mac. I'm sure we said that at least 10 times in the last podcast.
That has just become an in-joke at this point.
Because it is.
Us in our real life.
It is just
on
great.
On top of this podcast.
But it's no secret, we've said it before, we both love this movie.
It's so good. You all have seen it, and you all love it.
And if you haven't, What are you doing? Go stop right now
Don't-
and watch
don't-
the movie.
Don't listen to this podcast. Go watch the movie. I had like 2 scenes spoiled for me before I ever saw it, just because.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, just because. I mean, this came out in '82. I'm
Yeah.
not that old. So.
This came out 10 years before I was born,
Wow.
which is weird to think about.
Yeah.
It wasn't that old when I was born.
But it was probably not that well liked, which we'll
No.
get into.
Yeah, we'll get into it. This is very much a cult classic.
Yeah, in like the truest sense, not like what people think of cult classics now.
No, it's not. Yeah, this gained notoriety well after the fact.
Yeah.
And we'll get into all the reasons why it is a masterpiece.
And yeah, probably one of the few reasons why it was overlooked at the box office that year.
But let's just get right into it. While it's not the standard format of Camp Kaiju podcast,
We don't know what we're doing, so
yeah,
this is
we've developed our own sort of format.
I think it's working pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, let us know what you like, what you don't like. But we're just going to start getting into the plot, and we'll have some things to say in between, most likely.
Yeah, and then a fun little wrap up at the end with some fun
There's
facts.
a word for it meaning being held in the wardrobe.
With some fun facts, and yeah, we'll get into that.
Yep. All right, so here's the plot. It starts with...
How all great
how does it
movies
start?
should.
Oh.
With a UFO crashing to Earth.
Yes.
With some fun effects. The lights on it are funny.
Yep.
I like it.
I'm just going to say I'm not a big fan of
I
the
love
intro.
it. I love it so much.
But the opening title reveal, like when it says The Thing, it's fun. It's really great. And...
do you want to go ahead and how they did that? Since
yeah, might as well just get into fun facts right at the beginning.
right at the beginning, because it's a fun fact. There's a lot of fun facts about this movie.
A lot of the fun facts we're going to talk about, I learned watching the behind-the-scenes documentary for this movie, which I first saw that documentary on it was like just extra for the DVD release, and I want to say I've also watched it on YouTube.
I have seen definitely snippets from that on YouTube, along with just tons of like video essays, and this is one of those movies that just gets talked about a lot online.
Yes,
because it is that cult classic. Like,
and nothing we say is probably going to be
original.
No, I mean other than us just
I really like
completely
this
gushing
movie.
over this movie. Yeah, it's really good. And we'll probably get into some of our theories.
Yeah, good.
But
how they did the effects for the Thing title is they just melted
so they
plastic.
They had a decal where they cut out the words "The Thing."
Yeah,
and they.
I think it was just a trash bag.
Yes, it was a trash bag that they put over that cutout, and then they shined a light from behind that and through a fish tank. Mm-hmm. So the camera was on the opposite end of a fish tank to give like a nice glow because of the water. And then they just lit the trash bag on fire, and that's how you get the melting
away effect.
Yes, and you can definitely see, like, oh, yeah, it's just melting.
Yeah.
And
it looks so cool.
It looks really cool.
And it's one of those things where, bring it back to the 2011, we said it wasn't as cool.
Yes, because they
just did digital effect.
Yes, which, I mean, it's all right. It's really easy, but it doesn't have that fun factor.
Tactile.
Yeah.
Like, I could do that.
Yes, it really gets your mind racing as like if you were like a young filmmaker, and it's like, oh, that's how they did it. Well, what can I achieve with just what I have laying around the house? I've got a fish tank. I've got a trash bag. I have a lighter.
It's a fun thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's really inspiring.
It's a great way to start a movie.
Yes.
So the UFO crashes to Earth, and we pick up where the 2011 thing left off.
Yes, right where there.
With a dog running in the snow, and there's a helicopter, and it's like, oh, what are they doing there?
And you get a crazy Swedish man shooting at it.
Yeah, crazy Swedes. So they're shooting at this dog. They're chucking grenades, and you're just like, what are they doing? And they're speaking another language, so you don't know what they're talking about.
Yep. And then eventually the dog arrives at the American Research Station.
U.S. Outpost 31.
Yep. all of the members of the outposts
I've just been seeing kind of just roaming about there.
Yep, and
they're starting. They're showing up for the beginning of the winter that they're going to spend there.
Yep. They rush out because they just hear grenades and shooting.
And helicopters.
The dog comes to them.
Clark.
It goes to Clark.
The dog handler.
Yep. And then we get a very funny scene of the helicopter men landing the helicopter after throwing grenades dangerously close to the Americans.
One of who is Lars.
Is Lars from the 2011 thing.
We don't know that
yes.
in 82, but we find that out in 2011.
Yes. And you get a very funny, almost slapstick sort of moment where...
Pulls the grenade up, he's ready to throw it. Whoops!
And then he
drops it.
Yep. He just drops it, it slips right out of his hand behind him, and instead of running away from it, Lars runs away. But the other guy, he goes to search for it, it gets blown up, the helicopter blows up.
He's dead.
It's a very loud opening, actually.
It's very
There's just explosions everywhere.
Yeah, very much like the 2011 thing.
And it's surprising for how subtle
and subtle this film will become in the remainder of the runtime. But yeah, no, it starts off with a bang and a lot of questions for that audience. Why are these crazy Swedes trying to blow up this dog?
Yeah. So the character that we learned from the 2011 film is Lars, then starts shooting almost haphazardly at the dog, ends up shooting one of the Americans in the leg. Mm-hmm. And then the station commander, the military commander, Gary,
quickly pulls his little service revolver and right in the eye.
Yep.
Bam.
Dead on. There goes Lars.
Looks really cool with his visor.
Yes.
The eyes, the blood kind of comes out of the visor. It looks super
No,
cool.
it's a
good shot.
Yes. I guess that's just a standard squib, maybe? I don't know.
I think so, but I think the visor really helps it.
Yes, it's a really... Man, I never thought about that shot, but thinking about it now, I was like, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. This is the thing we'll mention a lot throughout this movie is that if you watch it for the first time, you're like, wow, this is a great movie. And then at the second time, you notice a lot more little smaller details. And then by the seventh time, you think, I've seen everything. You're wrong. There's more.
Yes. I've probably seen this movie 15, 20 times. And we just watched it. And I still was noticing new things.
Yeah, same.
And it's crazy how much detail is packed into this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think you've seen it all, you just haven't. Because you're just going to start...
We're going to bring up things that are going to make you, dear listener, be like, I need to go rewatch the thing and look out for this one thing that they mentioned. Because I didn't notice that. It's fun. Keep doing it. And then, post in the comments all the things that you find. Because there's a million things. And I love this movie. And you love this movie. We all love this movie.
That's a fact.
So, we're 3 minutes into the movie, and Lars is dead.
Lars is dead.
One of our characters has been shot.
Everyone is confused. They're like, what is happening?
First goddamn week of winter.
Yep. That is the character McCready, played by Kurt Russell.
The best actor of all time, in my humble opinion.
He's pretty good.
I love Kurt Russell.
Let's just say, great cast.
Oh, solid cast.
I mean...
where the 2011 thing dealt with archetypes and less characters, everyone here is a character, and they all have their quirks, and they're all performed so well.
Yes. So
after the big excitement, everyone kind of just falls back into that lull.
Oh yeah.
Where they try and radio to see what's going on, but they can't raise anyone.
There's this big storm on the continent. No one's been able to reach anybody for 2 weeks.
Yep. So they kind of just fall back into that lull, and then this is when we see the characters just acting like people, kind of that boredom of they've been here for a little while, but they're still kind of fresh on the continent of Antarctica, and they're just hanging out. And I really like this scene where you have just the juxtaposition of this dog that, at this point, if you haven't seen the movie, you don't know what it is. And it's kind of just wandering the camp, just watching these people. just in very human moments of
Yes.
like them hanging out in the rec room, like watching old VHSs. And he's like, I've seen this one already, and they switch it out.
Yep. Actually, you're getting a little ahead of yourself. Because, well, all that does happen around the same time. But before that, MacReady takes Dr. Copper to the Norwegian base because Dr. Copper, he wants to figure out what's going on. So they fly to the Norwegian base. They see it's in shambles. Pretty much at all of the events of the 2011 thing are signaled.
Yes,
in
we have
this movie.
a two thing melded together.
Yep. So they wrap that up, put it onto the helicopter so they can take it back for further
They
study.
have that great shot where MacReady is standing next to the block of the ice.
Yep.
They find the footage of them finding the UFO.
Right. Dr. Copper takes a lot of their research notes. They find the body of the man who slit his wrists. That's all frozen.
They find the axe with the blood in the door, where the characters split the arm thing in half in 2011.
To put it simply, they don't find any survivors, and it kind of just keeps building that mystery of, okay, something major happened. What is going on? Even as the audience, if this is like the first time you're watching, you're like, what is going on?
I'm very confused. Like, if you think about it, like, yeah, you have a ruined camp, and then this dog was being hunted by these two survivors of the camp.
Yeah, so like, they're saying
maybe it was just like ice madness.
they said they brought that up, and it was like they've only been there for like a couple weeks. It's not enough time for that.
Yeah,
and we know about ice madness.
We very much well know about ice madness. This year greatly lessened.
Oh yes,
we have some access to the internet, which is how we're sending you these podcasts. Starlink. But last
it's being
year,
prototyped.
we didn't have that as an option, so
Yes.
we lost our minds. And
yeah.
Honestly, it's a very interesting feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The isolation level is something else, and that's one of the things that we can really relate to these characters of being stuck in tight quarters
With the same people.
It's very cold outside.
Nowhere to go.
You can't go outside. You're basically trapped inside in a very small amount of area. And
Yep.
You have to work and eat and sleep with the same people for months on months, and it really does drain you.
Yes.
And make you just have funny thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, that is what the ice madness is.
Yeah.
Of just, like, you're not actually going crazy, but you feel like something's
wrong.
Something's wrong, but nothing's wrong.
Yeah, because you've signed up for this. You're doing your job.
Yeah. It's very weird. People just act a little kookier.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it normally just leads to very funny conversations.
Yes.
Which quite delightful.
Yep. It's almost like if you had stayed up until like 3 o'clock in the morning with your buds and you were just having those weird late night conversations where you're like a little bit sleep deprived. It's kind of like that sort of kookiness.
But imagine that for like stretched out to months.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's fun.
It's honestly quite fun. I'm glad I got to experience it before Starlink came around. And
Oh, yeah.
you can just go on Twitter whenever you want.
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
Yes, I like Twitter.
But, anyways, that what you were talking about earlier with
The dog and then...
well, like them relaxing.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're talking about with you settle into that rhythm, and you're just hanging out with the same people, pretty much. So you got a couple people, they're smoking weed, watching old reruns of tapes.
Child's
in one room.
in there. And I mean, that's pretty much minus the joint. Like, that's what we do. We just kind of like, let's throw on a movie.
Yeah.
We rewatch movies like, I've seen that one already this month.
I've seen Mean Girls 20 times this week.
I can't
Let's get a new
keep
movie.
watching Mean Girls.
Or you have some people playing. There's people playing pool. No.
We're recording.
I can find him.
Ox 2. He's organizing stuff. No, he's organizing some fittings.
Oh. Okay.
That's where he was last time.
Thank you. Yep. All right, you'll have to edit that out.
Yeah. Okay, where were we?
Talking about...
Oh, okay, so we had an interruption. We're back now. Sorry about that. We were talking about just everyone's just chilling, hanging out, playing poker, playing pool, chilling in their rooms. The dog is kind of just walking around. It's great dog acting.
I was about to mention...
This is probably like the best dog actor I've ever seen in a movie.
It's up there. There's a beagle in the movie Used Cars, also with Kurt Russell. Some great dog acting with that dog.
Okay.
Sorry, Kurt Russell connection. The Kurt Russell connection. I like the sound of that.
Oh.
But yeah, no, the dog, it's staring so intently. And it's right, and you can like tell what it's staring at, and it's like not like just a guy off screen like holding up a treat. Like, I don't know how they did it, if they like put like dog like biscuits in their like pockets or something, but it is like it walks into a room, it looks where it needs to look, and then it like moves on to the next room, looks where it needs to look, and the camera is just like following this dog. Yep. It's so good.
I mean, they could have had multiple people with biscuits.
That's true.
But the dog ends up biting I forgot what scares him. Bennings.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Bennings is the guy who got shot. He got shot in the leg. The dogs end up biting it. He's irritated. He tells Clark, who's the kennel master.
Why is this dog even out?
Yeah, put it with the other dogs. So Clark goes to put this creepy dog in with the other dogs in the kennel.
And Clark, who you said is in charge of like wrangling the dogs and like taking care of them, he's clearly the outsider of the group. Like, he doesn't hang out with them that much.
He is very much attached to the dogs.
Yes.
He's a little bit more quiet than everyone else. He's not as bombastic of a personality.
And he's also very caring for his dogs.
Yes. But as soon as that dog goes in with the other dogs,
it doesn't go well.
Well, it's like he's so stiff. This outsider just comes in and then just very stiffly lays down, and immediately you're watching and being like,
oh, what's this dog
What is this dog? Like
the other dogs are clearly uncomfortable, and they're looking at this other dog
who is just a stone. He is a statue of that's how still this dog is.
He's looking at a wall, but he's not looking at the wall. He's looking like past the wall.
Yeah,
it's like Michael Myers level of like, I am existing here, yes, but I am not here.
I am dog.
I am dog. Why do you think I am not dog?
But as soon as Clark leaves,
the lights go out.
Man, the dog face just splits open. And so
this is the first time we get to mention the practical effects.
Oh,
this movie they are so good.
This is probably arguably one of some of the best effects ever.
Oh, ever, yeah.
In at least creature effects as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, between this and, like, Alien, like, some of the best creature designs out there.
Yes.
And Predator.
I mean, not even just design. Like, those have great designs, but this is just, like, the art of creating it.
And
like,
the ever-changingness of the monster.
Yes.
It's just constantly shifting. You never get the same monster twice, which is so, like, refreshing for a monster movie.
Yes, you don't know what's going to come. And to that point, I showed my wife this movie last year, I want to say.
Yeah.
She had never seen it before. Oh man, when that dog's face just split open, she was like, what is happening right now? It was, if you haven't watched this movie...
And you're here...
Well, if you haven't watched it with someone who hasn't seen it...
Oh, it's a experience. Honestly, when we showed this movie, we have a very large projector screen on board the boat that we're on, and we'll do movie nights every Saturday. And I am the one who curates those, and I always play The Thing when we get down to Antarctica, because there's always someone who hasn't seen it, and those key moments that you all know, where the monster kind of just is there then. You just watch someone else's reaction who's never seen this before, especially people who don't normally watch horror movies.
Yes.
gets him every time. I was watching one of our friends during this last one, and she jumped like every time right at those moments, and it made me so happy.
Yes. But so the dog's face splits open.
The other dogs are getting upset.
They start barking.
One of them starts clawing at the fence.
Yep. Like the chicken wire.
Yep. To the cage.
The walls. Yeah, the cage.
And the tentacles start coming out.
Yeah, tentacles start coming out. Great effects. Again, all around. Every effect in this is amazing. Starts spraying goop all over these dogs. And you feel bad because it's like, man, they just sprayed a husky with
goo. Yeah, I'm sure they got a good treat afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
you can really feel the distress on the dogs. And it's just like, it's hard to describe these monsters, like the different shapes it takes.
Yeah.
Because it is so Lovecrafty, and
They did such a good job. We could just keep saying they did such a good job, but you'll get sick of us saying it, honestly. So people start to notice, and I believe someone pulls a fire alarm because McCready's in the kitchen when it goes off. Memory serves.
I want to say Clark comes back.
Clark comes back because one of the dogs peels the fence and he jumps through. And then, it comes down the hallway, crashing. And then Clark comes in and sees the other dog absorbing the other dog.
Yes, it's just fully trying to take it all in.
Yeah.
But then Clark...
And he hits the fire alarm.
No, McCready hits the fire alarm. Clark goes in. Oh,
that's right.
McCready starts hearing Alara shouting, immediately hits the fire alarm.
Rallies the crew.
Requests a flamethrower. We get a great line from Keith David. He's like, "Back what's the what?"
Back what's the flamethrower? Back what's the what?
It's good. Keith David's a great actor. He's a treasure.
He's such a treasure. We need to watch They Live.
Yes.
We'll watch that soon. I love that movie. He's so good in that movie.
Yeah.
Him and Rowdy Piper are just a dynamic duo. They have a 10-minute fist fight scene.
I have heard of that.
It's so good.
But anyways, they go...
The crew rallies at the dog pen, and there's the thing's not stopping. It's not trying to blend in at this point.
Nope.
It is just full creature effects.
It starts morphing into, several different forms. You got one where, a bunch of eyes start popping up all over it. It's like 4 different monsters in this just one scene.
Yeah, and it's pretty early in the film.
Yes. They start blasting it with shotguns, and
then Clark gets upset because they start shooting all of the dogs, because even the dog that was grabbed in the tentacles, which, that's an innocent dog, and Clark is very upset that it got shot. So he tries to stop Childs.
But Childs comes in. Childs is the character, Keith David.
Yes.
Keith David's character comes in with the flamethrower. He's like... He is in shock for a moment, and then the thing just keeps transforming, and then it has a mouth that shoots out towards him, and then he just blasts it with the flames.
Blast it, Childs!
So the whole thing just goes up in flames.
And then immediately the captain wants to run in there and start putting it out, and McCready's just like, no, let this thing burn for a little bit.
Just a little bit more.
A little bit longer. Which I love that scene, because already McCready, who had seen the other thing... that was clearly burned, the 2-person thing.
Yes.
At the Norwegian base, he knew that they burned this thing. So as soon as the thing shows up, he's like, okay, we need a flamethrower. And then as soon as he catches the thing on fire, he's like, we need to make sure it's dead before.
Right.
Immediately, McCready's just on it. And that's one of the things I love his character so much in this movie.
Yep. Well, he saw what happened at the Norwegian camp, so...
He's not taking any chances.
Yeah, no. Not at all. So, they take that burned remains and
start examining it.
And then the character of Blair, played by Wilford Brimley.
Oh, Wilford Brimley in this movie.
It is a treat to watch this man ham it up in this movie. But he starts doing a autopsy on the burned remains.
That's not a dog.
Yeah, he's just pointing at it with his little
pencil with a
pencil eraser.
Extra erasers on it.
Yep, he starts to realize
what this thing was doing.
It's like it's imitating the dog. It's imitating life with this line that you just said. See, that's not dog. And then throughout the whole scene, he's pointing, and then he's like putting the eraser to his mouth.
He's like tapping his chin with it, and it's getting real close to his mouth, and you're like, oh, what are you doing, Blair?
Yep. And that's one of those things you notice on rewatches of like how often throughout this movie people are doing things that potentially infects them.
Yes.
And it's like, oh my god, every single one of them could logically haven't been infected multiple times throughout this movie.
And that's why on your first watch, you genuinely have no idea who's the thing and who's not, because they just do such a good job of hiding it.
They're all making terrible decisions.
Yes, but some of them are making very smart decisions. McCready immediately knowing that the flamethrower, I forget the character, but he's like, we need to only eat out of cans, like because it could be.
Yes.
So like they're not dumb characters.
No.
It's just they are not equipped to deal with this.
No, they're not dumb, but they're just making like complacent mistakes.
Yes, which are those things that get you.
Yes, exactly. Because it might be like one character thinks of it like that being an issue. Other characters are thinking of different issues, so they're just like getting tunnel visions.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, Blair runs a computer simulation.
I love this.
It's great.
It's so early 80s where it's just like, yes, computers can do anything.
But what's funny is that computer simulation, it wasn't possible at that time.
No.
That was an animation that they made, and it's the same way we get like all the high-tech like holographic stuff in the Marvel movies nowadays. Like that's not possible now. They were using crazy outlandish tech then. It just looks so dated.
And one of the things I love about it is, while it is a bit silly in retrospect, it's such a good way and quick way to let the audience know what this thing is, how bad it is if it leaves here.
Yes.
Like, it instantly sets the stakes. Because it's like, oh, if this thing gets to mainland, we're gone.
Yes.
This thing takes over the planet. We're lucky that it crashed in Antarctica, of all places.
Yes, the computer simulation is just a rundown of, it shows that the cells are assimilating the other cells.
And it can do this at such a pace that...
So it's like, if it says 27,000 hours or something like that, if it were to reach a major population center, that the whole Earth would be the thing. So Blair starts getting a little bit paranoid at that point.
Oh, this is when Blair goes off the deep end.
But he's kind of keeping it to himself. Mm-hmm. Other people are kind of doing their own thing for the moment. Isn't this the point where the crew kind of splits and some go to the spaceship?
Oh, no, they did that earlier.
Oh, did they do that earlier? No. I might have skipped that.
Oh, that's all right. We brought up in the 2011 the thing that they...
Oh, yeah.
Because when in the 2011 the thing, it's buried in the ice. But during the takeoff sequence, it melts all the ice above it.
Yes.
And that's why in John Carpenter's The Thing, you can just see it. It's just there.
Yep. But the screen, so the edits in this movie are kind of weird because you get like scene and then another scene and then another scene, and like when a scene's over, it kind of just fades to black. And then fades up on like a different scene, so you don't really know how much time is passing.
It's very, I don't know, like TV movie in my mind.
Yeah,
like I've seen like what
where a commercial break would be or something.
Yes, like I was rewatching the Salem's Lot TV movie recently, and they did the exact same thing where like moment fade to black, and it's like okay, this is where the commercial went, but I'm watching this as a movie, not as a TV show, and it feels that way. But also, it does help you, or help the movie to like let time pass without telling you, and there's no like text on screen being like 2 weeks later. It's all very subtle in the sense of, have they been there? Like, does the course of this movie take a week? Does it take a month? Does it take 2 months? I don't know.
It easily could have. It could be hours between certain scenes. It's very episodic in that way.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice because it's a slow-paced movie. You want room, you want to allow that like time for things to happen where characters can be infected that you don't realize, and the movie benefits from it.
Oh, 100%. It's a choice that I don't think would work in a lot of other movies, but for this movie in particular,
Yes.
works masterfully. Love it.
So the next scene, we can see Bennings. He was helping Windows get some stuff. Windows walks out of the room and then comes back, and suddenly Bennings is being taken over by the thing that was just sitting, like the burnt remains.
That's right. They were getting all of the material together.
Oh, yes.
The thing material, yes.
And they were gonna bring it back to
The central location to get burnt.
Yes.
To burn it.
But then Windows goes alert McCready. McCready chases this Bennings thing
outside into the snow, and it falls down onto its knees. And this is when you get your first good look at the Bennings thing, and oh, is it nice?
Yeah, you get that. It's one of the classic shots of the film of the now mostly humanoid thing looks up, but it opens its mouth. It doesn't speak.
It just makes like a low yelling noise.
Yeah, it's almost artificial in nature.
Yeah.
Like it's got a weird tinge to it.
Yeah, and then you see his one arm.
It's all a giant claw.
It's just a giant claw, and it's so cool that they kind of reused that exact same shot as the poster for the 2011 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which that thing isn't even in that movie.
It is, yeah.
But it's such a good image, and then you have that reaction amongst the crew who's looking at this thing, yelling in the snow, looking almost exactly like their friend minus the giant claw hand, and they have that like, do we burn him?
Is this Bennings?
Is this Bennings?
Or is that just like, do we just need to amputate his arm almost?
Yeah, like, and the captain, I forget his name.
Gary,
he's very much like, 'cause that's his friend, and he'll
I've
say
known
that.
him for 10 years.
It's
My
so
friend
good.
McCready. And then,
We gotta burn the rest of them.
yeah, I mean, McCready just burns him.
Yep, and then everyone's gathered around this burning thing, and then they're like, okay, the remains of Bennings that they find in the storage room, they're like, all right, we gotta burn the rest of them. And that's when Gary's like, I've known him for 10 years.
Yep. So they finish burning that.
They get around in a big circle.
Yep, and then you get a good look at all these hooded and goggled faces.
Yep.
And it's like, it's a lot of characters in this movie.
A lot of characters, a lot of things, maybe.
Potentially. And everyone's just... Is that when McCready's... Then?
I believe that's after Blair goes crazy. Where he goes, if you were all this thing, just attack me now. So some of you are still human.
Right. But at this point, Blair goes crazy.
Yeah, I think that's actually what draws them back inside.
Yes. Or as they go back inside, Blair is destroying all the radios. He's just ranting and raving about...
Now, payouts are swollen, payouts for Cory Levine, ladies galley, CS2, galley.
He's just ranting and raving.
He destroyed the helicopter as well.
He did destroy the helicopter.
And Snowcat, so they're not getting out of there because Blair knows this thing can't make landfall, which means it can't leave here. So we need to get rid of the radios, get rid of the vehicles. This thing needs to stay here so we can contain it and figure out how to stop it before it leaves. And that's one of the reasons I like Blair as a character.
Yes, he is.
At this point, you kind of assume he's human.
Yes.
And I don't know if he is or not. At this point, I think he is.
I think he is too.
But then that contradicts the pencil theory, and there's like I said,
It could have taken time.
There's so many things about this movie.
I mean, again, there's so many moments where someone could have been affected. Doesn't mean all of them are moments where people get affected.
Yes.
And
there's a great opportunity for Blair to get infected later.
And that leads to the paranoia of this movie. Like, every character knows that the other characters may be infected.
Yes.
But not all of them are. As
Otherwise-
McCready points out later that...
If you were all this thing, you would just attack me and you would win.
Yes. So some of you are still human.
Yes. So they have to stop Blair from, destroying the camp right now.
and he's got a gun, and he's just shooting, and it's really hilarious, because, again...
It's Wilford Brimley.
He's hamming it up, and he's... So...
He's like, hey, Blair, you don't want to... McCready yells Childs to, like, go around to, like, the side door, so that way they can, like, ambush him from two sides. So, of course, Childs goes around, does what he says.
Man.
Like, hey, man, you don't
And
want
then
to hurt
without even saying anything, Blair just whips around and just starts shooting him.
Kill you!
And he runs out of bullets, and he just throws his gun and just hits the wall.
So, with the gun empty, he only has the axe, which he was using to destroy the radio equipment to defend himself, which McCready told Clark to get a table. You're like, what the heck's he doing that for? So McCready runs in with this table, and, like, the axe sinks right into it, so he throws the table aside. Blair's now defenseless, and they all just jump on top of Blair.
Oh, and you get some of the best just punching, just...
The most, like, overused punch sound effect is in this movie, and I love it. It's so funny, and it's just perfect, and then fade to black.
Yep. I mean, McCready does, like, a flying super punch, almost, and just, like, you get that punch sound effect, he's like, oh, he is just wailing on Blair right now. It's really fun. It's definitely a moment of, like, levity. I don't know if it was intended to be that way,
but it is a nice reprieve because it's humans interacting with humans, presumably.
Yes.
There's no like threat in like the grandiose Lovecraftian tentacle sense.
No,
it's just people.
Yes,
being people afraid of other people.
And Blair is taking no chances. He doesn't want anybody to escape. In his mind, they're all dead anyways.
Yes. So they want to secure Blair, but they don't want him just around. So they're like, oh, we'll lock him up in McCready's shack. And McCready immediately is like, I do not want him in my shack.
We'll lock him in the tool shed.
Yeah. So we have a fun scene where they lock him in the tool shed. You have a nice scene where McCready is like, hey, man, like, sorry we have to do this to you, but, like, you're not doing all right. And
he tells him to...
Watch Clark.
Watch
him close.
And that, again... All these different characters have their own suspicions on who is infected, who's human. And we as the audience also have our suspicions. Nobody knows.
No one knows. Honestly, like Blair...
Like, the audience doesn't know. The characters don't know. So, like, your guess is as good as theirs. So you're just like, wait, Clark does make sense.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is... you don't really think about Clark all that much because he's the quieter kind of like side character.
But he was messing with the dog.
He was messing with the dog. Blair points that out and reminds the audience, oh, hey, maybe we should look out for Blair.
Yep.
I know Blair was acting crazy a second ago. Maybe he's got a point. It's a very it's a great way to remind the audience of characters.
Yes, and be like, oh yeah, they could be infected, and so then you're just constantly watching Clark. Like the paranoia,
so good.
It works for the audience, and that's I think one of the reasons why this movie works so well is we can easily be in the shoes of these characters because there's no main character.
Yeah, it's an ensemble cast.
Yes,
absolutely.
Like McCready,
he's our lead.
He's like the classic hero sort of person, but also he's not immune from suspicion.
Yeah,
it's not like
there are certain
the
points
2011 the thing.
Where you know Kate is human the entire run.
Like there's zero doubt. Here, you don't know. So anybody's fair game, and you're just the whole time you're like, I think this is it. I
don't want these two to go off alone because this person will kill this
person. It's like,
person.
don't do it. Why are you going off alone? Stop it.
Yep.
Oh. It's a great movie to shout at the screen. It's like, why are you putting the pencil in your mouth? You were just touching stuff.
That's not dog.
Getting off on a little tangent, but
McCready, pats Blair on the back, gives him a little words of reassurance, like, oh, just put your faith in the Lord. Which, I don't know, I always thought that was just a weird line.
I think it's just saying stuff.
I agree, but, like, at that moment, I know McCready's human.
But do you?
Yes. 110%.
See, every time I watch this movie, I watch it about once a year.
Yeah, I'm roughly same.
Which is enough time to where I still know what's going to happen, but I'm a little hazy on the order of like when certain people get infected and who.
Well, I mean, like we've said, a lot of it's ambiguous.
So I'm constantly watching it, being like, this is it. That's the moment that character gets infected. And then I'm like, wait, they can't be infected because they're human later.
Yeah.
And
it's great.
It's great rewatching this movie. If you haven't rewatched it, just rewatch it like 10 times.
Yeah, it's
just do it.
Just watch the movie. So Blair is locked up in the tool shed, and they go back inside.
Yep.
And it's at that point that they start talking about a blood test.
Is it?
Well, they need to come up with a test.
Oh, yes.
The character with the
I think it's Dr.
ring.
Copper.
Yes, Copper.
He's got a nose ring. It doesn't come up like the 2011 thing, but it's fun to think about that it could have.
It's just kind of there, and I'm constantly reminded that it is there because I don't know, I see it a lot.
Yeah, it's like
it's one of those things I didn't notice the first time I watched the movie, and I'm just like, oh yeah, wait a minute, he's a nose ring.
Which, going by the logic that's set forth in this movie, of well, it can't recreate like the clothing or anything like that.
Yes,
it kind of is a subtle hint that he is human.
He's human.
And they use that concept more in the 2011 thing.
Yes,
it's much more of a plot point, but it is still here. It is an element of this.
Yeah. So they start talking maybe some kind of test.
It's they call it a blood serum test.
I love that. And it's also when Childs brings up an excellent point where before he's just like, if I was a perfect imitation of me, how would you know if I was really human? And yeah, it's a great question because like if there wasn't like the pieces of the thing are its own individual thing, you really wouldn't.
You wouldn't know.
It's very much like an Invasion of the Body Snatchers situation where it's like, how do I know that you're not you? It's really hard to prove it.
And
that is
given enough time, it's going to perfectly take on the form of that person or animal or whatever. So unless you catch it in the transition, you're not going to know until it gets you.
So they say that they're going to come up with some kind of blood serum test with the blood that they have in storage.
Yep, they were going to mix it with
some contaminated blood,
so they can. No, they were going to draw blood samples and then mix it with uncontaminated blood
to see if it changes. That's right.
Yes, but they go check on the blood.
The blood's been broken into.
It's been broken into. Who had the keys to the locked blood box?
Well, Copper takes the keys from Gary.
They're just playing the blame game here because at first, like, well,
I have
Gary,
the key, but he takes it from me all the time.
It's like, I gave it right back.
And then also he's just like, well, someone could have lifted it off me. And
yes.
It's like, Childs is like, you never let that thing leave your side.
Yes. And if you're watching closely, Windows had the keys earlier in the movie, and he drops it when he sees Bennings get attacked.
So,
who had the keys?
Who had the keys? Who tampered with the blood? I still don't know.
I don't know if it's actually in the movie that like definitively like.
I don't think there is, and that's honestly one of those nice little things where it could have been like at least 3 characters.
Yeah.
And we don't need to know.
And actually, all those 3 characters are human at that point.
Yeah.
So
we find that out later, and also they determine that the lock wasn't damaged, so
it had to have used the keys.
So they had to use the keys.
Or lockpick, I guess.
Yeah, and this is when Windows starts to freak out a little bit. Runs to the cabinet.
Yeah,
and this is when is it Windows who runs the cabinet?
Yes,
Windows. So Windows runs to the gun cabinet.
He's like,
he's
I'm out of here.
Everyone at this point, so he runs for gun, and then it's when Gary pulls the gun on him.
Yep, pulls his revolver on him. Is like, hey, drop the shotgun. We're not going to devolve into anarchy.
But then everyone kind of just turns on Gary because he was the one who had the key.
Yes, and it's not like a mutiny. It's more just Gary has the realization that the men have like lost faith in his leadership.
In both his leadership and just assumptions that he is human.
So, yeah, right. So he like, very gracefully like steps down from power.
He offers it to Norris.
Yes, and Norris is a very funny moment where he's just like, geez, guys.
Gary, I don't think I can do that.
I don't think I'm up for this.
Which is very funny, considering what we learn later.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's very funny. But it is... That is definitely a moment of levity of... again, another character just realizing, like, I am not the lead.
Qualified for this whatsoever.
It's like, you might trust me, that's fine, but... No.
I'm out, guys.
I am not a leader.
Which then Childs reaches for the revolver, And McCready kind of like stops him. He's
No,
like,
Clark stops him.
Yeah.
Like very quickly. And every time that moment happens, I'm like, what's that history there? Why is Clark so against Childs? I don't know. I don't know what the beef is.
And that's when McCready steps up and he takes the revolver and he's just like, I'll take care of this. And that's when we walk out into the snow and we burn the blood bags just because McCready's not taking any chances.
Oh, yeah, they do that.
And that's when they have the speech like, hey, I know I'm human. McCready says this. This is a really like nice firelit shot.
Oh, yep, they're all standing around much like when they were standing around for Bennings.
Yep. And he's like, I'm human. Some of you must be human because if you were all this thing, you'd just attack me and it would be over. And McCready's just like, look, we have to figure out who's who. We'll sit down. We'll figure out some kind of test. We'll kill this thing. Because if it takes over, the rescue team will come. It'll get back to the mainland, and then it's won. And I love how he says that. It's won. Like, just kind of like in the, just like that this is some kind of weird cosmic game.
Yep. Also they find Fuchs, his burnt corpse.
That's later, I think.
No, it's about this time. Yeah, because this is when they go.
They're like, maybe you tried to burn it.
Yeah.
He finds the flare.
Yeah, well, that's when they go to McCready's shack.
Well, that's because they go up there because he's like, I left the.
Yeah, and that's all about this time.
Yeah, after the powwow around the fire.
This is.
They kind of split up at this point again. Another fade to black, so we don't know how much time has passed.
Yeah.
What's his face? Not Copper, because he's got the nose ring. What's the other scientist's name? You remember that?
Fuchs, the guy with the glasses.
Yes, he was in the lab. He was doing some kind of test.
Yes.
He recommended that everyone eat out of their own cans.
Yep.
So that way,
he's actually Fuchs is one of the characters that he starts developing as more of a main character.
As the time progresses, he kind of
he starts becoming an ally for McCready
because all of the scientists at that point, Blair and Copper, are under suspicion.
Yes, but he really starts stepping up and he's doing some smart things. He's trying to fill in for Blair basically to try to figure out what can we do.
And you have a fun shot of him being in the lab and the lights go out, so he lights a candle and he's walking around with the candle. It's very like old, like Victorian ghost story.
Yeah, it's like a classic sort of spooky story.
Something really fast runs by him real quick. He's like, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah,
we waving the candle
and
around.
McCready shows up. He's like, "Is McCready infected?" No. See the spooky shadow?
Absolutely not.
Anyways, McCready, Windows, and Knowles.
They're going out to take a look
at McCready's shack.
They're also checking on Blair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were checking on Blair.
When we have that one
scene. No. Okay. Yes. So they go to check on Blair, and then you get another very funny. It's very dark humor.
It's very gallows humor, if you would.
Yes. Pun intended. Very much there. Because they go check on Blair, and Blair's just like, "Hey,
I'm all right.
I want to come back inside." You know, there was nothing wrong with me.
And if there was, I'm all better now.
Look, and meanwhile, there's just a noose
in the shot.
In the tool shed, he made a noose like he was going to kill himself. And he's just saying, you know, I'm all better now. There's nothing wrong with me. I want to come back inside. And it's just really funny that he's saying this while there's just a noose just there.
Just dangling there. Like, he didn't take it down. Like, you could tell that he was probably thinking, hey, I'm locked in this shed. I can't save the rest of the group. And if I'm dead, it can't imitate my cells. Because they can only work on living tissue. That was established. That's why the blood was useless after it was sabotaged.
Yes.
So it was kind of confirmed that it can't imitate dead tissue. So if he's like, well, if I kill myself, I'll stop it from imitating me. And maybe if the guys, burn one of the things, it can't get to me as the last thing.
But it's very weird, because, he made the noose, but he's sitting there, and now he wants life.
And he's like, I'm all better now.
And
you could tell a lot of thoughts have been going through his head.
Yeah.
Is he a thing at that point?
Or is he just, realized, I'm not going to kill myself, I've still got some things I have to do.
See, at this point, in my opinion, he's definitely the thing.
Oh, yes. But just the
way his delivery and the noose in the frame is so funny to me.
Yeah.
It's very darkly
you
funny.
got that little paradox of like what he's saying. Not really a paradox. It's a contradiction.
Juxtaposition, yeah.
Yeah, of what he's saying and then the noose, which gives a totally different implication of where his headspace was.
Exactly.
It's really just great visuals, mise en scene.
So they close the little door. Little window.
That's another really funny moment. As Blair's saying, like, "Hey, I want to come back inside." McCready just slowly closes the little
door,
like the little window on the door.
So he says, "Hey, gather everybody up in the rec room."
He tells Windows to go do that,
and then me and Knowles are gonna go check out my cabin. He's like, "Why you want to go to your cabin?"
He's like, "Oh, when I left yesterday, I turned the lights off, and the lights were on."
Oh,
and that also gives a little clue on how much time is passed.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, we're already like a day into this.
Yeah.
So Windows goes. I'm trying to remember. Windows goes back.
They go back. Childs goes back, and that's when Knowles comes back from their little incursion. We actually don't see inside of Mac's shack.
No, like suddenly Knowles bursts in,
all covered in snow, and he's like, I cut McCready loose because when you're walking around in Antarctica in the winter, it's very cold, it's very windy, it's very dark. So they have tethers.
Yes.
So you can go in between buildings without getting lost. It's in this movie. It's also in another Kurt Russell movie, The Hateful Eight. They have the same thing where they have the spikes and they follow the rope.
It's a snow blindness sort of thing because you can quickly lose your way and you don't want to die.
Yep.
But so
Knowles is like, I cut McCready loose.
He's one of those things, and it's like, how'd you know?
He's like, I found a piece of his shirt, and it's labeled McCready, and that's for me. It looks very obviously planted.
Oh yeah, but he said it was stuffed in
his furnace.
In his furnace, like he was trying to burn evidence that he got McCready
and transformed, and then ripped through his clothes.
Yes, because it cannot replicate clothing.
Yes, inorganic material.
Oh, that reminds me of earlier in the movie, Knowles complains about someone throwing their dirty drawers in the kitchen.
I love that he's just like rollerblading through the outpost as well. It's just
why wouldn't you? I guess.
Right? I don't know. It's just a fun character thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the. But anyway, so he's like, I cut him loose. So there's no way he could make it back here.
Yep.
The implication that if he did, he's a thing.
Yeah, and they're actively debating if they're going to be letting him back in, or like if they trust him or not.
And that's when the door handle starts turning, and the really good zoom in shot of the door handle just spinning.
And then they just all start freaking out. He's like, "Oh, he's here!" Ooh! It's
so McCready, we don't see this, but he quickly realizes they don't trust me. I mean, they cut my line loose, and they locked me out. So he breaks in through a window in the storage locker.
Yes.
And of course, what does he find in there but flares and dynamite?
Yep.
And he is not taking any chances.
He's got his he's holding his dynamite really close to his chest.
He's got the flare.
He's got the flare. He's ready to do it. He's like, "Don't mess with me."
Well, we all go. Yep. Mess with me, we all go. Childs has got the flamethrower pointed at him. He's like, "Oh, we're cool, man."
Hey.
So they make him put out the pilot light on the flamethrower. They like twist the thing off. And they blow that out so that way it definitely can't be used on him anytime soon. And he brings everyone together.
I think he gets a flamethrower at that point.
He after that scene he puts on the one that he made Childs.
Yes. So now he's holding the dynamite ready to be lit by the flamethrower.
Yep.
But during all this, I think that's when Norris
starts having some like weird.
He like kind of collapses.
It looks like he's having a heart attack, honestly.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's going into shock or something like that, but he's freaking out.
So
spasming. So Copper.
Yeah. Well, McCready has them all go to medical because he doesn't want.
No one goes off alone anymore. That's his like new thing.
Yeah. So they all go together to medical to save Norris, and then Dr. Copper's giving him some.
He wheels the defibrillator over to him.
He's
got the paddles.
Yeah.
He's like, clear. That whole thing, and at that moment,
Norris's chest.
Well, there's a.
Oh, sorry.
Because you think that Clark's gonna. He pockets a scalpel.
Oh, right.
So Clark who's been very quiet up until this point, he just instantly distrusts McCready after this point, and he grabs a scalpel, and you think that he's going to use it on McCready.
I think that's a little bit later.
That's the knife. That's later.
Oh,
so in the medical thing, he pockets the scalpel.
Yes.
And he kind of has a blade behind his leg so McCready doesn't see it, and you can tell he's going to use this the moment McCready turns his head to look away. And right as that happens, because it's the misdirect.
Oh, yes.
The misdirect here, because you've already seen Copper use the defibrillator pads twice on Norris, and then that third...
I think it's just once
or twice. Then it's that great shot of he pushes those pads down.
And then instead of hitting Norris's chest...
Oh, it rips right open.
It's a giant mouth.
And just noms right on Copper's arms.
It just eats straight through him.
It just bites right through the bone. And then...
you get a good shot of Dr. Copper all armless, just screaming, lifting his no arms up.
You know, they did that shot.
I did.
Yeah.
I do know. It's a very fun fact. They got an armless actor.
A double amputee.
Yep. He actually didn't have any arms, and they put a mask on him.
It kind of looked like Copper.
Yeah, they just did some prosthetics to make it look like it for the one shot, and that's how you actually get an armless Dr. Copper without CGI.
It looks perfect, honestly.
Yeah, you don't even think about it.
Yeah, and such a quick shot from a side angle. You're mostly focused on the arms anyway.
Yeah.
The
and really, you're probably still in shock from
the actual old chest chomp.
So this scene,
Unbelievable. Just when things were back on track. If anyone's listening, anyone at all, please keep rating and reviewing this podcast. Keep sharing it with the world. Become a patron at patreon.com/Camp Kaiju. Exclusive content, perks, merchandise. Just please.
7? What was that? Sounds like a Windows.
No, not again.
the timing of that is perfect. Like what you're talking about with that misdirect, and then
because everyone's on edge.
Yep.
You kind of assume that Norris is just actually having some kind of medical problem,
and he's been in the background almost the whole time. Like you don't even consider him to be
a threat. Well, because also he denies leadership.
Yes.
Which, if he's the thing, honestly, that's very clever. To just be like, hey, see, I didn't make that decision. See, I'm not the bad guy.
Yeah, he
could just do plausible deniability as the thing.
Yeah.
Just kind of wait in the back. And
I mean, at this point, again, we're suspecting McCready.
Yeah, because he got his line cut. His jacket was found in the furnace.
Yep.
And that's why I never think it's McCready. Because McCready's a good boy. He would never be the thing.
Nope. He's always under suspicion in this movie.
So that's when we have that great scene, and of course, the effects just keep coming.
Yeah, like Norris's head just rips off.
It stretches down the table.
It starts stretching, and you see like the skins just pull apart, start ripping,
and the green you get like tendons holding his head on there, kind of just keep extending, and some of them pop,
and it's got the weird green pus, and it is a beautiful just mixture of different like special effects techniques, and it looks like you watch it and you don't think, oh, that looks fake.
That looks cheesy.
No, it's like you just watch it and accept it for what it is, and it looks gross and beautiful at the same time.
The mold that they had for Norris's fake head looked so good, stretching down the table, and the jaw was still moving, and like the eyelids were still flexing. Like it's still alive.
Yes, you really get that sense. Now, the moment it gets a little cheesy.
Oh, you're talking about the...
Yes. So the head, when it falls to the ground, it whips its tongue out and pulls itself away. So it's like kind of hidden off as they start like burning the rest.
The main body with also another Norris head.
Yeah.
It was just two Norris heads, which I loved.
It's a fun little thing.
Because it's like kind of like, I don't know, a weird tentacle-y body. Up in the roof, in the rafters. It's a very strange looking thing because it doesn't really look practical. But I mean, in a sense, it's running away.
Yes, it's just trying to get away. But the head sprouts like
spider legs,
spider crab legs,
and then 2 little eyes come out.
Yeah,
over the top of its head,
and then it just starts like
scuttling away,
slowly scuttling away. It's a funny looking puppet.
Oh, I love it. It's so
enjoyable to watch. Yes, that is a little cheesy, but it's very fun to watch.
Its scuttling looks a little cheesy, but
Yes.
in the actual transformation, it's mostly done in shadow.
Oh no,
So
the transformation looks great.
Yeah.
It's just the scuttling, the way it does it. It's very funny, and I don't know if it was intentional, probably not, but it's really funny.
But of course, MacReady torches the main body of Norris.
Yep. Well, they do that, and then
They put him out, which the fun effect.
who is it? Who is it
fun
that
fact for that effect
Oh, yeah.
was they used way too much fire.
Oh yeah.
So when you see that go up, it goes up way more than they anticipated, because I think they tried it, and it wasn't like, it didn't look like it was burning.
Oh yes.
And
I
so
did
they
hear
do
this,
it again, and so much fire in that shot. So then that happens, the head starts to scuttle away, and that's when you have
Palmer.
kind of looks over.
He's like, you get the classic line, "You've got to be fucking kidding me," which has been parodied or copied, referenced
yeah.
in so many other movies.
Most recently, I could think was It Chapter 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did explicitly
Reference
do
the
an
head
homage
Spider.
to that. And I hate it when movies do that. Because, doing homages is a classic thing that happens in movies. Because everyone loves movies and they want to reference them.
Of course.
But when you do that for a much better movie, it just has me thinking of that better movie.
And I want to go watch the thing.
Yeah. Like in Interstellar, there was an homage to 2001: A Space Odyssey. And then it just got me thinking about 2001, and I'm like, I just want to go watch that now. I want to stop watching this. That same thing happened in It Chapter 2. Actually, yeah.
It's a tough line to walk. Yeah, because
Yes.
like you said, you want to reference those movies that inspired you.
And sometimes it works fine.
Yeah.
It's just, maybe when it's just,
So
man,
blatant.
it's such a tightrope. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, just don't do it.
No, you reference that movie you want. It's fun. Just when you're making your first horror film, don't name the main character like John Carpenter, or he lives on like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Toby Hooper Street.
Yeah, don't do that.
Those are the things that throw me off.
Oh, and if you're making a Lovecraft story, don't have Lovecraft be a character in the story.
Or
That's
anyone,
another common
No one
trope.
should never be named Philip.
No.
Howard. Don't do it.
You know what's really fun? I think it was Lovecraft's grandfather's name. It's a very fun name. Whipple.
Whipple.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Whipple
that is
Lovecraft.
Fun. That is fun to say.
Yeah. It's just a fun fact. Anyways, so they torch the head as it crawls away. It doesn't have very much screen time, but it is so memorable.
It is very memorable.
Like all of these actual
things are only on screen for a short amount of time.
like a matter of minutes throughout the movie.
But I mean, if you think about it, it's the Jaws situation. Less is more.
Oh yes, because this movie is built upon the paranoia, not knowing, with those random explosions.
Yeah, it's the same situation with Jaws, where it's like, okay, they're out on the water. When's the shark gonna come?
Yeah.
And then it never comes when you think it would, and then it doesn't come from the angle you thought it would either.
Actually, much like Jaws, this movie uses like its music and its sound design beautifully.
Oh,
like mixing it in with the
It's always with the scare and never like
Yes.
preemptively before
well,
the scare.
there's like a build up before the thing reveals itself. I was kind of watching it with that in mind because not something I've really noticed before. I'm not like that into the music side of movies too much, but this time I just happened to notice a lot of the times there'll just be a very slow building of the music or sounds until it hits that zenith where the thing pops out and reveals itself. So it's almost like a subtle tell.
Yeah, no, because a lot of music, or a lot of movies do that with the music, where they build up and then,
Yes.
jump scare. And I've seen an interview with John Carpenter, I think it might have either been for Halloween or The Thing, because he does that in all of his horror movies. Because he does the exact same thing in Halloween, where it's the building and the perfect sound cue. He loves his synth.
Oh, it's great.
And yeah, his timing, because I mean, he does the score, he directs.
He didn't do the score for this one.
He didn't do the score for this one. He worked on it.
Yes.
He didn't do it himself.
Yes.
Ennio Morricone.
Yes.
I just like saying his name.
It's good. It's a great score.
It's a very good score.
But yeah, it's just
not yet.
It seemed to be a little bit more than your typical like, oh, the strings are gonna get a little bit higher pitched until jump scare. It's a little bit more subtle than that because it's also just background noises.
It is a lot more subtle than a lot of his other scores. I mean, both John Carpenter and Morricone.
Yeah, well, it's not even the score because, like, once you start introducing the fire into it as well, the fire's just roaring.
Characters are yelling,
and it is just like pure pandemonium.
Yeah.
And then suddenly they have to put the fire out, and it's quiet again.
Yeah.
It's just the movie just keeps doing that. The sound just keeps ramping up and so loud, and then it just cuts away, and we're quiet, and we're like, okay,
calm back down.
What is? We got to recollect ourselves. It's a great.
And speaking of that, like recollecting after the Norris head, they all go into the rec room.
Yes,
this is when the famous blood test happens.
Yes, McCready has a theory
that every piece is a whole.
Yeah, seeing
he says it.
Norris's head crawl away.
Crawl away.
Yeah, he theorizes that every piece, every cell is a whole.
It's its own living organism. So if
it'll have that survival instinct.
Exactly. So if I hurt just a little piece of it, it'll crawl away from a hot needle.
Yes,
like a hot piece of wire.
So his idea is to draw blood from each of the characters, and then if he puts a hot needle into it, human blood, it's just blood.
It's just blood. It's just gonna sit there and boil or whatever.
While the thing, if it's the thing blood,
maybe it'll crawl away.
It'll do something.
It'll try to get away from the burning thing that's hurting it.
Yes.
Which no one is on board for this, and I love that.
Nope.
But McCready still has the dynamite and the flamethrower.
Yes.
Because at this point, he's fastened a vest for himself with the dynamite.
Yeah.
So if anyone torches him, the whole camp goes.
Yep. And I believe it's this point that Clark attacks McCready.
After, so they do 2 tests, which kind of confirm...
No, because Clark never gets tested.
They test him afterwards.
Yes. So, during this process of getting people restrained to do tests...
They tie up Gary, they tie up...
Palmer. Childs.
Copper's dead body is tied to the pool table.
Yep.
They immediately don't trust that either.
Well, they also tie... Because Clark attacks McCready, and McCready just shoots him.
Point blank right in the head.
Yep. And then they tie his body straight right next to Clark's.
Yep. Because they're like, well, you don't know.
But McCready leaves Windows out, but Windows is the first person to get tested.
Yep.
And it's really funny is no one's on board with this plan until their blood gets tested, and then they're
human. And they immediately are on board. But also, the thing I love about this is they're scared of it. They're scared of the test.
Yes.
Because they don't know what being taken over is like.
Yeah.
So they don't know if they're consciously human until the thing, kicks them out of the driver's seat, and then the thing is in charge.
It's a self-paranoia of, wait, am I the thing?
Am I the thing?
I think I'm human, but am I the thing? So you just, this paranoia, everyone is just for every test is is it?
And it's crazy how quick we went from the, defibrillator scene into the blood test scene, because it's super high, back to immediately low, back to an immediate high in a very short amount of time. And, I mean, John Carpenter has said this is his favorite scene from the movie, which I totally get why.
The pacing's great. There's some humor into it, because some of the characters, I believe it's...
Childs, as soon as he gets tested human, he's still tied to 2 people. Who's like, untie me!
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! And then it's a quick... fade in, fade out,
and a different person has the flamethrower on, and it's aimed at
I believe it's
else.
Childs or
it's Windows. So when Windows gets tested, it's immediate, or no, it's Knowles.
Knowles.
It's Knowles. Yeah. Knowles gets tested. He's like, fade in, fade out. He's got the flamethrower. It's aimed at Childs. And
it's a nice moment of levity.
Yes. Which another interesting scene here is they do test Clark's blood.
Yes.
And Childs kind of just rubbing it in. He's like, he was human. That makes you a murderer. And McCready's just like, yeah, whatever.
We'll test you last.
And
he doesn't actually test him last.
He doesn't.
But anyways, so we do get a reaction with one of these.
Yes.
Oh, it's actually during that moment.
Yep.
Where
he
says, "We'll do you last," and then he hits the blood,
and it's a perfect misdirect because you're like, I don't trust Clark, or I don't trust not Clark. I don't trust Childs right now.
Yeah.
Because he's doing that outburst. So immediately you're like, okay.
It's like a distraction. It's like a magic trick.
Yeah, it's that misdirect. It's so good.
You're not expecting the jump scare of the thing blood to immediately like jump out at like a weird creature.
I don't know how they did that.
It's like a balloon almost.
Doesn't it?
It's like they just it's like compressed air maybe.
Right? So the blood jumps, and then that makes McCready drop the flamethrower, and then it kind of like has a weird landing, and you can tell that like it's just not going to start working when he needs it to.
Yes, it gets jammed. That's not actually what happens, but it's basically what happens. The flamethrower gets jammed, it doesn't work. Yeah. And then Palmer, whose blood it was, he just starts shaking. His eyes start bleeding out. It's just an immediate transformation.
So good. And yeah, he like starts breaking out of the rope pretty quickly, and he just flies to the ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know how the thing does that.
He just defies gravity.
He does. And it's crazy. But then he lands
right in front of Windows.
Who McCready's like, burn him, because he can't.
But Windows is just like in
frozen
shock.
In fear, and his
frozen with fear.
Oh! We're good at this podcasting thing. But his head just splits open, and like a weird tentacle.
It's like a mouth
emerges.
Grabs Windows
from the slot, grabs it around his throat, and pulls his head into his head, and just bites down on his brain.
And then just launches him up in the air, and you get like Windows' feet just kicking, and it's actually one of I love that image of just like the puppet is fun.
It reminds me of the woman's torso from Evil Dead 2.
Oh yeah,
when they kind of just waving that around.
Yeah, it's a little silly, but it's fun.
I don't know how else you could have done that back in the day, other than like you would have had to remove so many wires from the shot.
I don't know. It's just fun.
It's a fun shot, and they do it in they try and frame it like kind of like over here. They're like showing someone's face.
Yeah,
and like you see it.
It's actually just happening in the background, which is just funny.
And the characters are just screaming.
There's like Meanwhile, that's happening in the background. It's pure chaos.
So then McCready finally gets his flamethrower to work. He torches the thing.
Yep. The Palmer thing gets torched after throwing Windows to the side.
Yeah, just kind of like into like a game cabinet.
And then Windows gets burnt.
Because Windows immediately he starts like twitching.
Yeah, he starts
he's a thing.
He's either dead or a thing. He's both.
Yeah.
I guess he's both. We're gonna burn it with fire. Everyone is still screaming on the couch because they're still tied down.
Yep. So then we have the scene where they test
Childs.
Test Childs next.
Yep. And that's we discussed, or he just starts immediately freaking out.
He's like, "To let me out," because then last is Gary.
And you get
Gary has the best,
very great moment of he's calm,
and they test him, and he's human.
He's like, "All right, I understand you boys have been under a lot of stress, but if you don't mind,
you can find the time. Rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch."
Yeah, it's just
fade to black.
And then you fade to black. It's a good moment because you could. You feel the frustrations.
He's been through a lot. He's been under suspicion for almost most of the movie at this point.
Yep. And now we know they're all human.
Yes. So the only people that are a question mark are Blair.
It's Blair.
Yeah.
So they go out to Blair to go give him the test.
And what do they find?
Well, they leave Childs.
They leave Childs.
Again, because that's one of those things of...
Shouldn't have done that.
They're just not making the right decisions. They're not thinking straight.
Yeah. Because they're afraid that maybe he's gone. Maybe he's broken out. This thing has clearly showed strength.
Yep.
So, at least...
Well, they leave Childs to go
he's their
guard the place.
Contingency plan.
Yes.
In case, they all... Blair overpowers them.
Yep. So they go to find Blair. Or they go to find him, test him, but he's not there.
He's not there.
They open the shed, they find he has tunneled his way underneath. And I like to imagine just Wilford Brimley just like a mole, just working his way through the ice.
Well, I mean, we've seen in the 2011 thing, obviously, these movies weren't planned as sequel to prequel,
no.
But it can, like, somehow, like, melt ice, because in the 2011 thing, it kind of, like, the drill gives it enough air, and I like to think that this thing kind of, like, has, like, a heating... Like,
maybe.
Like, it's... The idea of this thing, which they said in the documentary of the making of, this thing's been to 1,000 planets, it's seen 1,000 aliens, so it can imitate pretty much any life form, so whatever it can be, and they have, like, sketches of, like, other things that it never turned into in the movie, but just, like, ideas. And I always like to think that there was just, like, some kind of, like, warm alien that just kind of, like, melted its way through.
Could be. Or maybe it was literally a giant mole alien.
It could have been. But
I'd like to think it was Wilford Brimley.
Digging like a mole.
Just digging like a mole. Maybe with some claw arms or mole arms, but...
It just reminds me
just
of...
a little mole man digging through...
John Goodman in Raising Arizona. When he, like,
bursts
out of the hole. Just a
Yep.
very large man in a tiny hole.
It's just a funny image to my mind. But they go down the hole, and they find that Blair has been building a little tiny spacecraft, like a flying saucer.
Out of, like, parts from the snowcat.
The
helicopter. And you're like, how long has it been?
Like, has he just been doing this over an hour, or has this been days?
Right? Because another thing, we don't know how long it's been.
No.
And, like, I like to think that as soon as they confirmed everyone was human, they were like, all right, guys, take 2 days. Like, we deserve it. Like, we can all rest easy.
Yep.
Blair's outside.
Let's get some sleep.
Let's go to bed.
Yeah. It could be.
There was a really good scene, actually, earlier that we didn't mention, where Childs, at this point when McCready is, like, under suspicion of being the Thing, and he's got the dynamite close to him, and he's just like, I'll stay awake. And Childs like, you gotta sleep at some point. And, McCready's just like, I'm a real light sleeper, Childs.
Yeah. But they blow that up, don't they?
They do eventually. So they head back, and they get the dynamite, and they light it, and they roll it down.
I was like, they didn't have a grenade. It's the dynamite that they constantly have.
They just always have more dynamite.
Yeah.
Which, you gotta break the ice.
Maybe.
Yeah, because back in the day,
that
was how you, like, would destroy some of the ice if it was getting too bad.
I was reading a report.
Yeah?
Back in 1999. So, at McMurdo, they build an ice pier. It's like a rebar and reinforced pier,
but it is
made out of ice.
Just a chunk of ice that our boat's more up to, which we have more up to.
Just because a regular pier wouldn't be able to survive in the constant fluctuations of the environment.
And they also can't build anything permanent in Antarctica.
Yes, they're not allowed to, even though things are basically permanent. Things are covered in snow.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then they're just buried after a few decades, like South Pole Station or whatever. Anyways, but that ice pier started breaking down, so it was time for them to rebuild a new one. So what they decided to do was they used dynamite to blow it up.
That makes me happy.
We're just gonna get rid of it. It'll just sink.
Well, back in the day, if a boat was frozen in Antarctica, they would carry dynamite, and then they would, if the ice froze the boat around them, they're not going to break through if they're walking on it. So they would just get off the boat, walk around, plant dynamite, blow up the ice, and then keep sailing the boat.
Yep. So dynamite in Antarctica is
actually a very long,
storied pastime.
Yes, exactly. So it makes sense why there's so many bundles of dynamite. Doesn't make sense why there's so many guns, though. There's a lot of guns.
There's a lot of guns. And
there was a little, case full of shotguns and pistols earlier.
Yeah. We mentioned in the last episode, there are no land predators in Antarctica.
It's not like they have to worry about polar bears just kind of rolling up on them.
No. You have the random couple species of birds.
Yeah, you've got skuas and penguins.
Yeah, skuas and penguins. Penguins just stand there. They don't care about anything. Seals just lay there. They don't care about anything.
So unless you're in the water and an orca's biting your leg, which there's never been any reports of
that happening in the wild.
You
have nothing to worry about as far as land.
Maybe just other people. I mean, this was...
But things are so far apart.
Yeah, but it was still the Cold War. You gotta worry about the Russians.
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe. That's my only,
But also,
you're not allowed
as
to
per the
military.
Antarctic Treaty, you aren't, like, the military is not allowed in Antarctica unless they are actively supporting scientific research.
Like we are.
Yes. We are allowed because we break the ice.
We resupply the scientists.
Yes, that's why we're here, but there's no, like, permanent military force.
No.
So it's kind of weird why Gary was there.
Well, someone needs to be in charge, I guess.
I guess, I mean...
military officer.
Yeah, like the
Ice
Army...
madness and
The Army has a presence in McMurdo for helping with logistics and things like that.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, it's just weird that they just had shotguns.
Yeah, there's just a case of shotguns just behind a planet glass. Too.
Yeah, we mentioned that in AVP too, how they just brought guns and like, why?
What are you doing?
No guns in 2011, the thing.
There was a pistol.
Was there?
Because they shot the tank on the flamethrower.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so that's one gun.
I guess
that's
it's
not
one.
that
Yeah,
bad.
maybe.
Crazy sweets.
Yeah, Norwegians, Mac. But anyways, after they destroy the flying saucer,
The lights go out.
yep, they return. Childs is gone. They can't find him.
Yep.
All the lights go out. So they say, okay, let's go to the emergency generator.
Yep.
Or let's check the generators.
Let's check the generators. We'll see what's going on.
Try to get the lights back on because we're going to need heat. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're in Antarctica. Presumably winter or close to winter time. Because
this is winter. They've been there for
They
at
have-
least 2 weeks.
Well, they have
when
day
the
and
movie
night
starts.
cycles.
Yes.
Although we haven't seen daytime in a while, so they could just be fully into winter right now.
That's very true. Because it's pretty much constant storms after like the first 2 scenes. It's
Yeah.
just constant storms outside.
At night,
Yeah.
yeah. So they go to the basement, which is a really cool set.
Yeah.
I love that basement
It's
set.
a really fun set.
It's-
And you can just see that like the snow there was melting because of the generator's heat.
Yeah.
So it's just constant, like, in a flux of, like, freezing, melting.
Yep.
So, like, weird icicles, like, weird ice formations. It's really cool looking.
It's a really cool set, and it's just fun to think, oh, there's been a huge basement this whole time.
that we just haven't seen.
Yeah. But again, you get another funny line where Gary goes to check.
on the generator, and
he's
McCready's like, how is it?
It's like it's gone. It's like,
Let's
is it
fix
fixable? It's like, no, it's gone, McCready. It's gone.
Which another point of, like, Blair might have been stripping parts off of that thing, and then eventually the
Yes.
power went out. Because if this was the emergency generator, presumably the other generators were working fine.
Yeah. It's just, it's gone.
It's gone, McCready.
It's like, where'd the generator go?
So at this point, the 3 remaining
Left. So we have
people,
Gary, we have Knowles,
and McCready,
and McCready.
and then Childs
is
MIA.
missing. Blair is
Blair is
missing.
MIA.
MIA. So they do the only smart thing to do. They split up.
Well, they split up to do a plan, and McCready sets this plan in motion, and he's basically saying this thing is like it killed the power, it's killed the heat, and he's like, well, that's suicide. Gary says, and McCready's just like, not for that thing. That thing survived in the ice for thousands of years.
Yeah, at this point,
It wants to freeze.
it's its best chance to freeze.
It's waiting for the rescue party to thaw it out the way the Norwegians did, and then we brought it here.
Yeah, you have a good moment where they all, at that point, realize they're not making it out.
But they need to
Blow everything up.
They need to finish this thing off before
Yes.
it has a chance to refreeze itself, which is a really good character where you can tell McCready's ready, Gary's a little unsure, and Knowles is just terrified.
No, you get a sense with Knowles that he's like, yes, he is on board.
He's on board, but they're all on board. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, they're all, like...
they're
I
all
think
nervous looking.
McCready is the most steadfast in it.
Because
But
it's his plan.
But honestly, they all, like, kind of accept that heroic sacrifice.
Yeah. And they
like,
go about their tasks. They start planting dynamite around the base.
Yes. Like the basement.
There's a fun scene where they're running around the base, chucking Molotovs into the...
Oh, yeah.
It's very fun. It's just, like, shot of room, chucking Molotov. Shot of, like, room, chucking Molotov.
Yeah.
And they're just burning this set down. And you could tell
so
they were
loud.
having a lot of fun just burning down this building that they made.
So they're kind of split off in the basement.
Yep, setting the dynamite charges.
Setting dynamite. Blair ambushes Gary.
Yep.
And you get a
really
nice,
interesting way.
a great effect, which, again, like so many of these effects, you kind of watch and be like, how do they do that? But his fingers just start going into Gary's face, his skin.
Blair jumps Gary and covers his mouth so he can't scream because they're very close to the other two characters.
Yes.
And it just his face,
but his hand just
melds over it.
Yeah, it's like the scene in 2011, The Thing, where the character of Adam starts getting melded with the thing.
Like the sides of their heads start.
They probably got that idea from that effect from this, where it's just almost instantaneous assimilation.
Yeah,
it's weird to think about, and I don't want to think about it. Oh, it's also like the guy from Game of Thrones, the red-haired, bearded guy. How he has the
arm
in
the mouth.
Yeah, it's a similar sort of effect.
Yeah.
So
he's out of the game. So he's dead.
Yep. And then Knowles just kind of wanders off, never to be seen again.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a death. It's almost like a Fuchs situation. Although Fuchs, they did figure out or kind of theorize that he killed himself to prevent being a thing.
Yeah, because they find the flare and they find some.
But he's just, it's one of those things where he wanders off and he doesn't come back.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait. Then McCready suddenly realizes
he's alone.
It's like, wait, where did Knowles go? Oh.
And that's where we have the great shot where he's just looking at the plunger, the dynamite plunger.
Yeah.
And he's just I need to go for that right now. But I know that as soon as I start going for it.
Well, he just slowly raises it up in preparation. He's like, yep, something's about to go down.
Yep.
It's way too quiet, and I am by myself right now. Oh, man.
And of course, the thing attacks, and it does
it's like Tremors.
I was gonna say the Children of the Corn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that effect of the floorboards
and the floor just kind of going.
Yeah, it's like something's
up
underneath it. It's a fun little effect. And then McCready has a little battle almost. It's a really cool dodge roll.
Yeah. So the hole forms at the end of where the thing was tunneling, and then a tentacle grabs the dynamite plunger.
Yes.
And just pulls it down in a really fun stop motion effect.
Yes.
It's one of the few stop motion effects that I noticed in the film.
Well, actually, they were going to do the entire movie in stop motion.
Really?
Yes.
I believe that because that's kind of how these things were done back in the day.
Yep. All the creature effects, they were planning on having more monster moments in stop motion. They decided against it, and they only had it for that one. Yeah. One shot.
I always thought it looked odd. Just in the juxtaposition of all of these great in-camera creature effects versus the stop motion. It's not that it looks bad. It just, it's...
Yes. And the reason they didn't use stop motion for the rest of the movie was because, the effects that the team was able to get, it looked so much more real and in place. Because stop motion is always going to look...
like stop motion.
Like a little fake, you'll be able to spot it.
Yeah.
Not to say it's bad, it's just... It's very clearly there. And when you see it, at least for me, my first thought is, stop motion.
Yeah. Which I always... Every time I see stop motion, I go, oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, that's scary.
Yeah, with many of these effects, I don't even think of it as an effect. I just accept it for what it is.
That's what the thing looks like, yeah.
Yeah, and then later I'm like, wait, how did they do that? Was an effect. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So I fully understand their decision.
Oh,
it's just weird that they still kept the one shot.
And it's right near the end, too.
Yeah, it's did they need that?
Yeah, because I feel like you could have just done
a reverse
shot of
maybe.
tentacle.
I don't know. They were able to do some weird tentacle stuff in the other parts of the movie, so I don't know.
So it eats the plunger, and then it reveals itself in this really giant, monstrous form.
Yeah, it's almost an amalgamation of a bunch of different forms, because you see the dog is there.
The dog kind of comes out of it.
Yeah.
And kind of it's moving its weird.
You get some vaguely human aspects,
and then you also have just a big ugly mouth it's got some hair, it's got some bald spots,
the eyes start popping up again. I think
it's a really cool looking thing. It's actually I have the Scream Factory steelbook Blu-ray of this.
Oh, okay.
And that big monster with McCready with a flamethrower is the cover.
Oh, nice.
It's a really cool like rendition of that creature because you don't see too much of it. Same with most of the thing shots in this movie. You really don't see it for a lot.
You get like one like nice shot, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Because this I mean, McCready, he's like, all right, and he just throws dynamite at it.
Yeah. He does a fun little action roll, like you said, and then he lights the dynamite and he goes, yeah, well, fuck you too.
And he just throws it, and he makes his way outside. We don't know exactly how, but he kind of stumbles outside.
Yep.
The whole base is burning. It's nighttime, winter in Antarctica, so it's probably going to be like 50 below at best.
Yeah, but temps up all around camp.
Yep. Then Childs.
He just saunters over.
With
his flamethrower at the ready, and McCready
flops
just
on
kind
down next to McCready.
Looks over at him. He's got his bottle of J&B.
Yep. And then they're like, "Are you the thing? Are you the thing?"
Yep.
I mean, I'm paraphrasing, obviously. It's not
course.
the lines. But
where'd you go, Childs?
I mean, McCready's like, even if we were, we're not really in much shape to do anything about it. Because they're both just exhausted.
The camp's blown up. It's freezing outside. And, Childs asks, what are we going to do? And McCready delivers the last line of the movie. It's like, I guess we'll just sit here and wait a little while.
Yeah, see what happens. And then they share a drink.
Yep. So McCready gives a little smile there, and then kind of wide shot of the camp, and then just fade to black.
Yep.
And that is.
So we're left with a very ambiguous ending of either one of them is the thing, and one of them isn't, which just means they're both going to be the thing. Either they're both human, or they're both already the thing.
Yeah. And you want to? I ask you, what's your theory on who is and who isn't human?
So, my theory at the end is that McCready is the thing.
Yep.
And that Childs, it doesn't matter if he's human or not, because he will be the thing, because they're starting to share
a drink,
the whiskey.
Yeah.
So, I have a very much darker ending to it, where the thing, it's essentially won, and because it's going to hibernate again.
Of course.
So my theory
we don't really
is
see all of the pieces go
that
up.
humanity is like, there's going to be another episode where humans are going to have to deal with the thing.
Yes. I agree with that similarly. I don't think either of them are the thing, and that is just the last shot of paranoia. I think they're both human, but they'll never trust each other for the rest of their lives, which will be about 10 more minutes.
It'll probably be a few more hours as the fire dies down.
And I just think they'll both...
They'll get huddled up for warmth.
Yeah, but I think they'll both just die there, and... And I think that, yes, there will be, of course, some piece of the thing that, froze to death. Probably. They definitely couldn't have burned all of it. Yeah. Just froze to preservation. Yeah, exactly. And you said particularly like down ending. This is part of a unofficial trilogy, John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy. Oh, is it now? Yeah, it's just something that he said, like 3 movies that had a very nihilistic tone, like most of John Carpenter's movies. It's this, the Lovecraft movie, In the Mouth of Madness. Oh, yep. And Prince of Darkness. Ah, that's his Apocalypse trilogy, where he's just like, things are bad. Yeah. So I'm gonna say it's a kind of a downer ender. What I don't want is there to be like an eventual sequel that like answers this question. Do you want to know a fun fact? What? They actually planned when they made, because there is the Thing video game. Oh yes. And John Carpenter was slightly involved with that, but he was going to actually have a bigger role, and their original plan was to have Kurt Russell and Keith David return. Oh. And they were going to say that the ice kind of preserved them, so they looked a little bit younger. Yeah, because obviously quite a few years later, and they sound older. but they didn't want it to like take too far after that because they're like, how would they survive in Antarctica for like 20 years? So they're like, we got to do it like right after, but we still want those characters, and they were both going to be human, and they were going to interact with the rescue team, and like one of the guys was going to get killed, and like that was like one of the initial ideas that both of them were still human. And that they were going to help a new group of people survive and fight the thing.
See, that doesn't sound fun.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah, because
but that was actually initially an idea that John Carpenter and these game devs had.
Because right now, it's officially not like confirmed.
Yes,
either way.
John Carpenter has said that he knows who is human and who isn't, but he will not tell us probably ever. Because he doesn't want to talk about movies anymore. He wants to talk about video games.
Yeah. Oh, he's living his best life.
Oh yeah, he's
away from movies.
Now. Exactly. He's still scoring though.
Yes, he's working. He's just not doing movies.
The scores for the new recent David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy, he did those.
Yeah,
those were great scores.
But yeah, let's talk about some.
I guess
fun facts.
We've sprinkled in some fun facts about the.
Got a couple more.
Oh, we have more.
If you've watched the documentary, you'll know this. But there's a scene where McCready throws dynamite.
He throws it at which thing was that? The one that ran outside.
The Bennings?
Yeah.
No, it's later than that. I don't remember. But he throws it while he's outside, and that was actually Kurt Russell throwing dynamite.
Real, actual stick of dynamite.
And they misjudged like the distance he would need to be away from the dynamite, or how powerful it is.
So when you see the dynamite go off, you see Kurt Russell just fly back.
Yeah, he just gets slammed into the wall, and it is hilarious to watch.
It is, yeah.
That's like, oh, Kurt Russell could have died right there.
Yeah, that could have been the end. Thank goodness it wasn't of Kurt Russell.
And I'm glad they used that shot.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, every time that there's an incident like that where like there's too much flame in a shot, or like they accidentally made the explosion a little bit too big, like you gotta use that shot.
Oh, yeah.
So those are all fun facts. We can talk about the film's reception.
Oh, this is another fun fact.
Yes, this movie did not do well
when
terrible. It was released.
And one of the contributing factors, they say, was it opened the same weekend as E.T.
And how are you going to compete with that?
So you've got
Steven Spielberg, friendly alien,
friendly childhood, coming of age alien story,
and no dissing E.T. It's a great movie.
Oh, it's fun. It's great. But then you also have
The Thing.
The Thing, body horror, paranoia, slow burn of a film.
And it just didn't click with audiences or critics at the time. Especially, it's the 80s. Horror movies were definitely starting to be looked down on by critics. A little bit more so. The early 80s really was the beginning of the end of the slasher boom.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was?
No, the early 90s was.
Well, that's the second one. Because you have the revitalization and Nightmare on Elm Street. But there was,
yes, I see what you're saying, yes.
There was a lull there where they made a bunch really fast. Because they made it's
Halloween.
I mean, you have Texas Chainsaw and Halloween, those were the 70s.
Yeah.
Black Christmas, 70s. But then you have like the Friday the 13th, that was 80, 81.
Yes, I mean...
they pumped out sequel after sequel every year.
Well, Friday the 13th went all the way, till it petered out.
Yes, but...
with Nightmare on Elm Street. But I see what you're saying. Yes, there was a second wave in the later 80s.
Yes. I remember Siskel Ebert gave this movie a very bad review. I don't remember verbatim, but I do remember that the director of the previous The Thing adaptation, The Thing from Another World, I believe they were like, "Oh, what did you think of the new movie?" And he's like, "If you wanted blood, why don't you go to the slaughterhouse?" And it's such an old-timey way of being
It's just an old man not liking that the movie he made is getting remade, even though John Carpenter's The Thing is a way more accurate
adaptation of the novella. Who goes there?
Right. It's just very funny.
It is very, very funny. So that was another thing was people were like, "Oh, well, you just." It's kind of like how we look back at movies being made now. We're like, we don't want any more remakes. This was in that first wave of remakes because you have this, you have The Fly, you have The Blob.
Yes, which all of them are on similar levels of
I highly recommend. Yeah, if you like this version of The Thing, you should watch the 80s Blob and the 80s The Fly. The Fly is also highly regarded, but
Cronenberg.
But I will say, the Blob from the 80s, very fun. It's not as well loved as The Thing and The Fly, and I think that's a shame because it's got a great monster, it's got great effects.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen
characters.
It's on my list to watch.
I know, we've talked about this.
And then suddenly I was like, what? Why haven't I seen this movie? Why isn't this talked about more? Because I saw some scenes from it. I was like, this looks great.
Oh, it's very good. Genuinely. So
I'll probably watch that in a few days.
I forget who directed it, but I know Darabont worked on the script.
Oh,
and the story.
Yeah.
Frank Darabont. For those who don't know, ever heard of the Shawshank Redemption?
Well, we're talking about The Thing. Now we're not talking about Shawshank.
Love that movie.
It's a good movie.
So yeah, that's one of those things where this is a cult classic in the truest sense, where people saw it at the time, and it's not like today where we have the internet, where if you like a thing, you can also find people who like that thing. Where a lot of people who saw this movie and may have liked it at the time, they really couldn't talk about it or connect with it like you can today with the internet. So it was really one of those cult classic films where underground people would talk about, oh, how great this movie is, even though.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's that?
I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes.
Oh.
This is... How do I have I never read this before?
What you got?
I forgot. So, it was competing against E.T. at the box office.
Yes.
It didn't open the same weekend.
I knew that. I think it was 2 weeks after E.T., but E.T. had very long legs at the
It
box
did
office.
open the same day as another movie. Probably the other movie. So, I say The Thing and this other movie are the two best special effects movies ever made. They're at the peak. And this one's not horror. It opened the same day as Blade Runner.
Oh. Which, funny enough, that wasn't very well received at release either.
Blade Runner said debuted at number 2.
Behind E.T.?
That weekend.
I mean,
and it was also regarded as a critical commercial failure.
That's what I'm saying, which is, insane. Obviously, E.T. is still very well liked, but what a time to be alive. We're just hit after hit.
I just can't imagine though. The same weekend, you get Blade Runner and The Thing, and nobody appreciated it.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
But yeah, I would say Blade Runner is on the other end of not horror effects.
Oh yeah,
special effects, but
like the sets and the
yes,
the cityscapes alone.
All the other type of special effects work. I would say those two are in the 80s. That's when you reached your peak with special effects. I feel like.
Oh, I agree.
The 90s is when you started getting
into the new
early CGI,
which hasn't been perfected in a lot of ways, but has now started to be really good.
Yeah.
I agree with the.
I would honestly say CGI has been perfected. It's just you notice it when they don't put the time and effort into it.
Oh, I agree.
And usually it's just due to budgetary reasons or
time restrictions. Yeah. We got to get this out right now, and it's well, they haven't finished rendering this.
There's CGI in I watched the behind the scenes for The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
And they're just it's just a scene of them sitting on a bench, and then they strip back all the CGI. It's wait, there's CGI of them just sitting on a bench? It's yeah, the entire cityscape in the background's all that. the entire background of the shot is CGI. But you watch the movie and you think they just shot in a park.
Yeah, because that's
It's that's why CGI is it really is. If they wanted to do it seamless, they can.
Yeah, that's fair. You just need the time and the money.
Exactly. And most of the time, the studio execs will be it's good enough.
Yeah, throw it out. No one will notice the city in the background.
That's crazy.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about the score, Ennio Morricone? Because obviously John Carpenter was going to do the score. He actually did compose a score.
I mean, I'll let you run with it because
for it.
I'm not that into movie scores. I just know this one is great. It's got a very simple theme.
Yes.
It's similar to the tone of the Jaws or something, where it's those hard hits of just dun dun.
It's so good. But that's Ennio Morricone, who you obviously know from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's his
yes.
major claim to fame. He's done a lot of other scores. A personal favorite of mine is The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, some Dario Argento.
You and your Italian films.
It's a really good, like, jazzy noir score.
Yeah.
Super. I love that movie. But John Carpenter did. He originally was going to do his own, and then the studio kind of was like, you can't do everything. Because at this point, John Carpenter, mostly an independent filmmaker, this was his big breakout role, movie directing.
Like it's Hollywood.
Yes. So, because Halloween was an independent film. The film before that was Assault on Precinct 13. Very independent. Before that, it was his student film, Dark Star. Mm-hmm. And then he went on to make Escape from New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which, another very low-budget film, if you look back. It has a very grandiose feel to it.
Oh, yeah, but they're just wandering around the streets.
Well, do you want to know why that looks so good?
Why?
That town had been hit by a hurricane.
Oh.
And they just filmed where a hurricane had hit a city, and that's why you have all those great shots of, like, long, like, deserted, like, broken down city streets. And they went to where a hurricane hit a city, and they were like, hey, just don't fix it for 2 weeks, we're gonna film here. And that's how that movie looks so good on such a low budget.
I thought you were just going to say it's because New York was
really
a terrible,
trashy,
grimy place.
Yeah, they barely filmed in New York.
Oh, that's fun.
Because, I mean, it's expensive to film in New York. I mean...
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so that's actually how they did that for Escape from New York. But this was his the big studio thing, and John Carpenter originally didn't want to direct it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he loved the original, and Howard Hawks produced that, and he's a big Howard Hawks fan.
That's a correction should make from the last podcast. I had said Howard Hawks directed it. I was wrong.
He was a producer on that. He was very heavily
You were right
involved.
with that. You were right.
And John Carpenter, massive Howard Hawks fan. He said that's the guy who got him into directing. And he didn't want to make this, but the studio said, well, we're going to make it with you or without you involved. And he said, well, I really love this thing, so I want to, like, shepherd it. I want to make sure that it's done faithfully.
Yes.
And one of his things about that was he's like, well, I don't want to just remake that movie because I think that movie's perfect.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, I can follow the source material a little bit more faithfully, make it different and still pay homage to that first film that I love. And if you watch his other film, Halloween, The Thing from Another World is playing on the television.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which, came out in the 70s, so a couple years before this. But it shows you that he really, really likes this movie.
Yes.
So
he was the perfect person to direct this.
Oh, I completely agree.
So, one thing that gets talked about a lot with this movie are the paranoia aspect to it. And I think we should talk about really quick.
Of course.
This movie is always connected with height of the Cold War.
Yes. I mean, that paranoia.
Yes, exactly. So it is very much like that Cold War mentality in a movie that has nothing to do with the Cold War.
I mean,
but it is a Cold War movie.
That's very true. I mean, people have also put with this and The Fly, the fear of the AIDS epidemic.
Yes.
Because, contaminated blood with the thing. So, I mean, there's so many ideas you can put on this film.
And it all goes back to that inherent, emotion of distrust for the other.
It's a very deep fear.
The fear of the unknown, of the other, this paranoia. So, you can connect it to, the Cold War, the AIDS epidemic. There's a ton of different, thematic meanings that you can justify from this movie. But I think ultimately, all of those are just based off of, again, that inherent fear of the other, of the unknown.
And of the fear of the times.
Yeah, fear of the different.
Yes.
Racism, it all gets wrapped up into that as well. It's I think at its core, it just strikes that very primal fear in humans, and thus can be applied to so many situations.
Yeah, I mean, it's
historical and thematic.
The people are just afraid of other people when they don't know what they're thinking about.
Yes.
And whether they're human or the thing, they still pose a threat to you. So if they think you're a thing, they might just kill you. And they have no real reason to, because you might, be human. And just that fear in the back of your head, if you were in the situation of, that guy just might go crazy because he's scared.
Yep.
And I might go crazy because I'm scared. And I don't know what's going on. I'm not equipped for this. It's such a good movie.
Like, honestly, we could probably talk another hour about, like, all of the different nuances that you can draw out for these different scenarios.
Do you have any of your favorite, like, dumb fan theories? I have one, personally.
Oh, yes. Well, I don't know if it's a dumb fan theory. I think it might have been... I can't remember if I got this from the documentary or not, or if it was like a quote from John Carpenter. I don't know where it came from, but one of my buddies always likes to say that someone's the thing when they don't have any light in their eyes.
I've heard that also. I haven't put much weight into it, but I think
that's a quote from John Carpenter, or maybe it was from that documentary, like the behind-the-scenes documentary.
Just like one of the actors saying it or something like that.
I can't remember where it came from, but it's a fun thing to watch out for. Of like, does it have that little light in their eyes from that they try to get? It's fun. It's like, the dead eyes or not? I was like, I don't know.
Or maybe it was just
maybe
shot the movie. Yeah, and that's this film's been out for so long that people, much like The Shining, have just like seen all of these tiny little things in the background, and they cling on to certain things and the others. One of my theories that I personally don't agree with, but I love that someone noticed it, was at the very end when McCready hands Childs a drink. Someone said that he'd switched that out when they'd made the Molotovs, and that was a Molotov filled with gasoline. And when Childs drank it, McCready smiles, and some people have taken that as McCready is infecting Childs. But other people have taken it as that thing just drank gasoline and pretended like it was okay. and
it could be.
And that smile is McCready knowing, like, he's the thing. I'll burn him in a second. But
who says there was gasoline?
I don't think that at all, because McCready was also about to take a sip at it when Childs rolls up on him. And I was just like, it's a fun idea.
Yeah.
And like just the inner workings of it, I just love that. You can watch this movie and have a million different thoughts.
There's so much weight put on Childs drinking that, because as soon as he does take a swig, that's when the music starts playing again.
Kicks in, McCready smiles, and then end of movie.
And so it's like
that's got to be important, right?
It feels like the most important pivotal moment
in the entire thing,
even though it's probably just
how they wanted to end the movie.
Yeah, we got to have an ambiguous ending, so let's just make this look important. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could just be irrelevant. It probably is.
It's probably irrelevant. It could be two dying men sharing a drink.
Yes.
But, it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
So,
I really like this movie.
This is a 10 out of 10. This is a masterpiece.
This is a masterpiece of cinema, of special effects. Who was it? Bottin?
Rob Bottin. Yes, we haven't even mentioned his name yet.
No.
Yeah, Rob Bottin. He was like 22 or something when this movie came out.
Yes, I remember. They tried to get someone else. Was it Rick Baker?
It might have been Rick Baker.
They tried to get someone else, but he was working on a different movie at the time, and so they were just like, Bottin.
Hire this kid. Yeah.
Well, yeah. All that's explained in that documentary. But you should just watch the behind-the-scenes documentary. It's really good if you haven't seen it. Go find it.
We obviously highly recommend this movie. You've all seen it if you've gotten 2 hours. What is it? 2 hours into this podcast?
I really hope that this was
how you
fun for you to listen to it, and it wasn't just two guys just
gushing
unintelligibly, just talking about a movie that they clearly love.
Yeah. So go rewatch The Thing.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it in a while, go rewatch it. Go try to watch it with someone who hasn't seen it before, because that's also a fun time.
I completely agree.
All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, as we said last week, we're going to talk about Cold Skin.
Yes, a lesser-known Antarctic movie. I know this was the main event. Think of that as the fun after party.
Yes.
We're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk about some fish people.
And it's gonna be it's a schlocky, a little bit schlocky, a little bit of sentimental.
Well, I was gonna say you said it was a little smarter than you thought it was gonna be.
Yes, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more dumb, but it's got some heart to it that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I think it's that perfect level of
So
you get what you ask for.
Yep.
You want to see some fish fighting, but you also want to think a little bit.
So go out, watch that movie before we talk about it.
Yeah. 2017, I was a little confused on the year when we talked in the last episode. 2017, Cold Skin.
Yep. French, Spanish production that is in English.
Yes, so, yep. If you're afraid of subtitles, which you shouldn't be, you're safe for now.
Yep. So, I can't wait to talk about that next time.
Yes. So, yeah, thanks again for listening.
I've been Max Hannam.
I have been Cory Stewart.
Again, we should mention...
We are not your regular hosts,
yep.
but you know this. This is a Patreon exclusive. Keep donating to the Patreon. This very much helps them.
Yep.
This is all a plug that will probably be cut out by the
Who
t-shirts.
knows? Go buy the t-shirts.
Bandits Emporium.
It's fun.
Support
I
Camp
like those
Kaiju
shirts.
however you can, whether that's continuing to donate to the Patreon, buying the shirts,
Or just being
liking their stuff, sharing their stuff on social medias.
being engaging. If you got some stuff you want to talk about with the thing, feel free to comment, and we can start a dialogue, because I think that's the most fun part about this movie.
is just talking about this movie with other people.
Yeah, because there's so many different theories, so many different ideas of what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Good movie.
All
Go
right.
out, watch this movie.
Yep. All right, so see you guys next time.
See you next time. We're talking about Cold Skin.
Cold Skin.
Share my warning with the world. Share this podcast with a friend. Visit Patreon, CampKaijuMovieReviews.com, and Instagram for more monster movies. Please, do it now before you too are frozen with fear.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of record. The storm's been hitting us hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. They could be anybody's. Nobody trusts anybody now. We're all very tired. Nobody trusts anybody now. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost number 31.